Whenever the laws of any state are broken, a duly authorized organization swings into action. It may be called the state police, state troopers, militia, the rangers, or the highway patrol. These are the stories of the men whose training, skill, and courage have enforced and preserved our state laws. Every criminal is dangerous, but most dangerous of all is the criminal whose only motive is hate. The one who will sacrifice his own life to take another. His unorthodox planning creates the most deadly type of crime. Such a man was J. Broderick.
Jay! Hey, Jay! Back in a minute, Ed. Jay! Jay Allen says you're worrying again. You promised to forget it. Jay! Jay, it's Bernie. You can talk to Bernie.
It's been 9 months since you lost that job. Why eat your heart out over one lousy job? So you pay him back for firing you, so you fix him up good. Does that prove you're smart? Does that prove you're a great engineer? Are you listening, Jay? Jay! Hey, Jay. Tell you what, make you my partner. Fix cars, you like that. Nothing to me, Jay. I'm your brother-in-law. I have that taken care of you. Jay, you don't know what you're doing.
Get far away, Bernie. I'm going to hook it up.
Operator, emergency. Get me the highway patrol.
Yeah, I get... Hold on a minute. Some kind of bomb threat. I can't slow him down long enough to make sense of it.
I'll take it. All right, go ahead.
I'm trying to tell you, he's got enough explosive to blow up the whole chemical plant. No, the city. The Roget Chemical Works. They fired him 9 months ago. 9 months he's been brooding over it.
Now, listen, if you want us to help, just let me have the whole story, will you? Who are you talking about? What? Well, now describe the car. Now, let me have the license number, too, will you? That's fine. Now, let me have the rest of it. Chemical. He's on his way there? Hold on. Check the map. Where's Roger Chemical?
I know the plant. 4th Street, city's commercial district.
You got this guy's name and phone number?
On the pad.
Hold the line. I'll be back with you in a minute. Crime Lab, this is Mathews. Have Sellers meet me in my car with his demolition kit. Records, this is Mathews. About 3 months ago, a reported theft from Army Ordnance, explosives. Remember it? How many sticks? What? Boxes. Thanks.
Here we are.
Set up a roadblock. State Highway 11 just south of Glendon. Used cars 3822, 3433. Here's description of the car.
Right.
Tell them it may be wired as a bomb. We'll get a supplementary out on it if we get more.
I checked the mileage. At 55 miles an hour, it's 19 minutes to the city on Highway 11.
That'll put him there in a half hour, all right. If he stays on 11, we're okay.
He should stay on 11. It's the shortest route.
This kind isn't logical. Say, by the way, what do we got on 99?
Nothing. We got a motorcycle unit in Harpeston.
Get him to 99. Tell him he's the only cover we got over there.
What about Gates Road?
What about it? What can I do? We got one car per 100 square miles.
Think this is for real?
I'm afraid to take a chance it isn't. This is Mathews again. Look, will you check and see if there's a sample of the explosive in the garage? All right, thanks.
Repeat. Use extreme caution.
Have a car pick this man up and meet me. Code 3 all the way. Come on, Harry. Hurry it up, will you?
Troubles?
I don't know yet. Could be a crank phone call. Could be a human bomb heading down Highway 11 to the city.
Who is it?
It's a neurotic electrical engineer. 3224 is going to pick up his brother-in-law and meet us halfway.
How much time we got?
None. Unless the roadblocks slow him down.
If you stopped him yet, he could be halfway to the factory by now.
Let me have those. What do they look like, Harry?
I'm not too familiar with it. Basically dynamite mixed with PETN, possibly some cyclonite.
Then it's the real thing.
Well, looks like it. The chemical analysis
No,
might...
we haven't got time for that.
Well, I could set off a couple of sticks, test it here.
All right, fine, let's do that.
All right.
What have you got there?
Jay always diagrams a job. He's really very intelligent, but he's erratic. Some people are like that, you know. Little things build up, get big. Think, always thinking, always worrying. I have to watch over him just like a kid. You know, Jay's whole life was wrapped up in that company. He was one of their first employees. Of course, I don't blame him for letting him go, but...
Does he know anything about explosives?
when Jay makes anything, it works.
take Mr. Jackson across the road.
Let's get around the car, huh? Might throw some dirt, you better duck. You want a rough guess?
Yeah.
3 times the power of plain dynamite.
He's got a dozen cases of it, too.
That stuff will rip up a whole block. That car will become a ton of shrapnel.
You better take a look at this.
$21.50. This is $26.46.
$26.46 to $21.50.
$21.50 by.
Subject just turned off Astor Lane onto 199, headed for city.
10-4, stand by. Well, he's true to type. For no reason at all, he changes highways. $21.50 to headquarters.
$21.50.
How are we deployed on 199 between Astor Lane and the city?
$21.50. The car from that area is covering Highway 11.
10-4. Come in 2646.
I'm trailing about a quarter mile behind subject.
Tell me, can you get ahead of him by using alternate 199?
I can try.
All right, get ahead of him and block the highway. Commandeer anything you need.
10-4.
We're the closest unit. Come on, let's go. What about that diagram?
Clever device. Shotgun is hooked up so as it fires into a roll of explosive. The explosives go and sets off all the other boxes.
Does that make sense?
Sure. The trigger is pulled by a solenoid, an electrical magnet. It'll work.
Well, how does he set it off?
Dead man switch on the steering wheel. Nothing happens as long as he holds that switch down. The minute he releases his grip...
$21.50.
$21.50 by.
Roger Chemical has been alerted. They report they are storing ammonia and picric acid in adjacent tanks.
What does that mean?
Remember the Texas City disaster? Ask how fast they can drain those tanks.
$21.50. Are they draining the tanks?
$21.50. They report that will require 10 hours.
Well, that means they got a lot of it. If Dietrich blows up that plant, the whole industrial district goes with it.
$21.50. Put me through to disaster control headquarters.
The disaster control alert resulted in an immediate evacuation of Roger Chemical. An evacuation of the entire industrial district was begun without much hope of completing it within the slim time limit. The Highway Patrol was directed to consider the threat as a civil defense red alert and act accordingly.
Got around him on the alternate highway. He should be a couple miles back.
Any passengers?
No, it's a chartered bus. Truck's safe, too. I sent the drivers down the road.
Get the riot gun. Tell me something. Did you ever shoot a man?
No, sir.
Well, I've never asked anybody to. But in this case, I figure it's self-defense for a lot of other people.
I'll buy that.
I know. I'm going to try and talk him out of it. If I can't, I'm going to make a break for it. The minute I hit the dirt, you open fire. From that distance, you can't miss. Get in the ditch over there. Look, now, if I yell, you come running. Can you disarm the mechanism?
If he cooperates. Remember, that's a dead man's switch on the wheel. If he so much as relaxes his grip...
I know.
Hi, how far are you going?
Far enough.
What you got the car all fixed up for? Hey, I just remembered something. I gotta go back to school. Let me out.
Boy, tell me about your schoolwork.
Watch out!
Well, that was close. Mathews, Highway Patrol.
Stay where you are. This switch, it'll go off anything that...
Yeah, I know all about it. All right, young fellow, you get out of the car.
The boy goes with me.
But you're not going anyplace.
Move the bus. I'm going through. The boy dies with us now.
Well, suicide is one thing, but... Well, to take the boy with you? Well, that's another.
Move the bus.
What do I do now, mister?
You sit still and keep quiet. Go ahead. Grab my hand. Yank the wiring. Break the circuit in any way and it goes off. Move the bus. Move it, move it, move it.
Go ahead and trigger it. I can't let you through.
You don't think it'll work? You don't think it'll go off? Well, you're wrong.
Please, mister.
All right, kid. Get out of the car very slowly and start walking away. Aren't you follow him? Stay well behind him. Keep reporting location.
Yes.
You know, we might try to double back on 11. We've still got that blocked.
Or he could cut east on Gates Road and take it to the city.
Might even try 199 again. Got to use one of the three. 2150 to headquarters.
2150.
Get this emergency APB to all units. Suspect headed back north on 199. He may try for the city again on 11. Maintain the roadblock there. We've got 199 blocked here.
10-4.
What's our deployment on Gates Road?
3663 is a Parson. No other deployment.
10-4. That unit's too far north to help us.
Then if Dietrich cuts east on Gates Road...
There's nothing between him and the city.
2150, this is 2646.
2150 by.
Subject just turned right on Berry Road.
10-4. That's east.
He's in the clear.
Maybe not. Look, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going back on this highway almost to the city, cut over to Gates Road, then cut back and intercept him.
What does that get you, a Purple Heart?
You stand by here in case he doubles back on this one.
What do I tell the good citizens that want through here?
Why don't you tell them the truth? Tell them you're a mad scientist. To headquarters.
Go ahead, 2150.
Are the city police guarding the entrance of the city?
City police report industrial district evacuation interfering with roadblock efforts.
2150. 10-4.
2150. Watch officer requests your location and plans.
Cutting east to Gates Road. We'll turn back north to intercept suspect.
2150. Watch officer suggests you cancel out. There are no units available to assist you there.
2646 to 2150. Subject now headed south on Gates.
2646, 10-4.
2150, did you receive our last transmission?
2150, bye.
Watch officer requests exact nature of your plans.
You tell the watch officer not to worry.
Like your science classes, boy?
Yes.
Have you learned anything about electricity?
Please, mister. I don't want to talk about school. I just want to go home.
You afraid of me?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. Something that cop back there understood. I'll trigger this. No one's going to stop me from that. What I couldn't do with you in the car.
Can I go?
Here. Steady hard, boy.
$21.50 from 2646.
2150, bye.
Suspect just let boy out near Peter's farm. We'll overtake and try for a tire.
No, it's too late. I'll reach him first. You can get out now.
Let go of that switch! Let go of the switch! Let go of that switch! Let go of the switch! Let go! Let go! I said let go! Let go! Let go! I said let go! Let go! Let go! I said let go the switch! Let go! Let go!
Got him.
Okay, Dan.
Okay, what?
Okay to let go. Run him off the road, Dan?
Boy, this wind is something, isn't it? We have a light. You know, it's funny. When a man's hand's got a right to shake, he's still ashamed of it. Try it again. Thanks.
Dan, did you run him off the road?
No, don't you start that story around either. You want everybody to think I'm crazy? Next week's case, handled by the Highway Patrol, is a very exciting one. We hope you'll be with us. Until then, remember, the careless driver isn't driving his car. He's aiming it. This is Broderick Crawford saying, see you next week.